Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to What Shall We Do Next. And today I just want to start this video by saying we were under attack last night, guys. We got copy striked. A Tattoo Tuesday was taken away from me. But don't worry, it will probably be back. I will set it to public when it's back again. I ran into a copyright problem, and it's not the first time it's happened, but I think the video does fall under fair use, so I've disputed it. Usually it will come back within like a day or two, but as soon as it's live again, I will let you know, and you can go check it out if you didn't get to see it. It was actually a pretty good video, and I kind of went into like a weird motivational speech slash mental breakdown at the end. But when it's back up and running, I will let you guys know, and you can go check it out. But today I thought I would talk to you guys about something which I haven't talked about in a long time, and it is my dreams. And yes, I still have very vivid dreams, but weirdly not as often. Like, I feel like through all of 2020, I was dreaming every single damn night, and it was so annoying because I feel like when your brain is so active like that, you're just not really getting the rest that your brain needs. So even while you're sleeping, your brain is still very active and creating these very vivid dreams. From my experience, I thought I was like blaming my medication. I was blaming a bunch of different things for why I suddenly started to dream a lot more vividly. And I was even going through a weird phase of sleepwalking, which I don't do anymore. And I don't know, it's like really weird. I haven't been having the dreams that much in a while now. I still do dream, and they're very vivid, but it's nowhere near as often as it used to be. Like all throughout 2020, I feel like it was like just awful trying to sleep at night, and I was having these dreams that were often bad or like make me sad or something. And I feel like when you're in a pretty stressful time in your life, which I was during that time, or 2020 to 2021, it was a pretty rough time, especially with like the way the world went with like lockdown and everything like that. I feel like it really kind of just messed me up a little more, and I really did start to, it took its toll on me. You guys saw I had a few mental breakdowns on camera. I feel like because I'm in a much better place this year so far, and things are going pretty well, I feel like the dreams haven't really been happening as often, and the sleepwalking hasn't been happening as often. I feel like it's just like I'm in a much more calmer place in my life than I was last year. But that didn't stop one dream sneaking through last night, and it was very, very vivid, and I do still remember it. However, there was like, it was a two-parter. I don't really remember the second part. It just, I can kind of feel that it's there, but I can't remember what happened. But there was one part that stood out to me in particular, and I've told you guys about this many times before. I have this weird recurring dream every now and then. It usually happens maybe once a year, once every couple of years even. And it's been going on since I was a kid. And it's a dream about, like, it always involves train tracks. I've told you guys this before a few times. The dreams usually, like, makes me sad. Like, it feels weirdly sad. And I really realized something today, actually, thinking a lot about that dream, and I was thinking about the way it looked and the way it felt and the atmosphere, and that's why I feel these feelings that I get from like liminal space type videos that we watch and like we do reactions to. I've been posting a lot of pictures on my Instagram of like liminal spaces, so if you guys haven't followed me on Instagram, definitely do that. Links in the description. And some of the images definitely make me feel a weird way, especially the ones that's like, it's kind of dark and it's gray and it's kind of foggy, and it's usually something abandoned. Like the one I just posted earlier was an abandoned playground, and it was foggy and it was just gray, and it kind of made me feel the same way that this dream makes me feel. Now, the thing about my train tracks dream is like it's always different. There's always something that's slightly different. It's the same type of dream. I can feel the familiarity of the dream, but it feels somewhat different in a way. Or I mean, there is something different in a way. And there's been times, like I said, there's train tracks where I'm just like looking at them. It's nighttime. There's a red spotlight over on one of the signal light things that come on when the train is coming. But I never ever see the train. I just feel this anxious feeling that a train is coming, and I gotta like hide. So I lay down in the grass so that the train won't see me. But I never see the train. There's been ones where it's like the train tracks again, but it's abandoned this time. And there's like, I'm alone, or sometimes there's been one occasion where I was with people and I was specifically looking for a train bridge. Like I was like, if we keep going, and people were like, whoever I was with was like, it's extremely far. Like it's a very, very far way to walk. And I was like, but we can find this bridge. It's going to be so epic, and it's going to be like an amazing find. And I was so sure that that bridge was out there. And this it feels like almost it's a different part of the train tracks every time, but to me in my head it feels like I'm in the same place. This is the same train line as the other dreams. It's just someplace different on the tracks. I've had ones where I was dreaming that I was actually on a wooden rickety bridge, like an old abandoned rickety bridge, and usually it's overgrown. There was one time where I had a dream that it was like there was kind of like a swamp beneath it, and it really wasn't that high at all. And I was just kind of sitting on the bridge, and the grass was all growing all over it, and it was like just this wooden train trestle, and I was just sitting on it and just taking in the feeling of the atmosphere, I guess. And I got that same dream about that same particular bridge, but it did look a little different, but I just could feel it. It's hard to explain, but I could feel that it was the same train trestle. The difference about this dream, which is very unique, and I've never had this dream before, was that the bridge was actually partly submerged underwater. Like, say if there was like a river running underneath it, but the river has risen, and now the bridge is like halfway under the water, and the only thing that was left was like the top part of the bridge that goes like up and over, like the I don't know what it's called. I guess it's like the guards to stop the train. If the train derails, it will stop it from coming off the bridge, and people climb on them. Sometimes you see them on YouTube, especially like explorers. Well, it was kind of like halfway up to there, and you could just about see the actual tracks itself under the water. And for some reason, there was like, I was kind of like on the bank where the actual land was, and for some reason I was with somebody, but I don't know who. They advised me not to go over to the bridge, but I did. I insisted. So I got into the water and went over to the bridge. And I managed to climb onto this old rusty like bridge frame. And there was like some kind of weird like mechanisms on it. And there was this huge wheel thing, like almost like a crank that you would turn, which it's not on train bridges in real life. It was a weird sort of thing that you would see on a safe door, like what you would turn like this. It was on the side of the bridge, and for some reason I decided to like put my body on this thing, and it was pretty big. It was like a huge wheel, and as I did that, the wheel kind of rotated and I went back and fell into the water. And it wasn't like scary or bad or anything like that. It was a very foggy day though, and it was just like submerged in this swampy water. Everything was overgrown. The train trestle was rusty and abandoned. The sky was gray. It was very foggy, and it just felt like a very, very, very depressing place to be. And I don't know, it was a weird feeling. I woke up this morning, I didn't feel very happy, especially because of that dream. Like, it just made me feel sort of sad and a little bit anxious, and I always get a little bit anxious when I dream about these train tracks. It's really weird. It's like a feeling of like, I shouldn't be here. Like, I'm gonna get in trouble. It's like that feeling, if I get caught, I'm gonna be in trouble. It's like the anxiety of being caught, but there's nobody around in the dream to catch me in a way. So it's like a weird feeling of like, I'm trespassing, I'm in trouble, I'm gonna get in trouble. So it's kind of like that feeling, but it's also like kind of sad, and I feel like it's just the atmosphere that makes it sad. It's a very depressing atmosphere, and I did look it up one time, and I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but I did look it up. Why do I keep dreaming about train tracks? What does that mean? And I don't know if you guys believe in like dream interpretations, but it said something about like, if you dream about train tracks, abandoned, not abandoned, whatever, like if you see train tracks in your dreams, it's a sign that you're feeling a little bit lost in your life, and that you don't really know how to get out of the situation that you're in. And I feel like in my situation, I guess I am kind of lost. Like, I don't know where to go next. I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. I'm just kind of like taking every day as it comes. So I guess maybe in my subconscious, I'm dreaming about train tracks because, like, if you're lost in the middle of nowhere and you don't know where to go to get back to civilization, and then you come across some train tracks, you know if you follow the tracks, it's going to lead you out of that situation. It's going to guide you to civilization. You will eventually find a train station, and then there will be people in a city or whatever. And I feel like that is why in our dreams and in our interpretations, we associate train tracks with maybe feeling a little bit lost, and the train track is something that we're looking for in real life, which is guidance. We're looking for guidance. We're looking for a way to get out of the situation that we're in and stop feeling so lost. So although I've been much happier this year than I was like through 2020, for example, I guess maybe I still feel kind of lost, because it was really weird to have that dream again, and it felt so familiar, and I don't know. kind of weird. But let me know in the comment section, have you guys ever had a dream about train tracks? Or what is, like, I want to know this actually. Tell me the truth, please. Have any of you guys ever had like a reoccurring dream? It doesn't have to be about train tracks, but just something that you've dreamt about from a kid, and every now and then, like every year or something, you have it, and then it's kind of like, whoa, how did I go back to that? Like, I totally forgot about that dream, and then I just dreamt about the exact same thing that I dreamt about years ago. Have you guys ever done that? Let me know in the comment section. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, and remember to chase your dreams. And chase the train tracks, too.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself